Welcome into USDToreros.com. I'm Michelle Rubin, and we are about to meet with the Associate Athletic Director for Facilities, Josh Lawrence, to take a tour of the brand new Fowler Park. In terms of the field, a lot has changed. I know the angles changed. How many degrees has the angle changed?
We've moved the field 4 degrees to accommodate the additional space needed for the third base building, as well as the bleachers and extra seating that we brought in.
All right, and is that going to affect the fences? Did it bring in the fences at all, or?
We did redesign the fencing. It used to be a rounded fence. We've now kind of made it more angular, added padding. It's an 8-foot fence where it was formerly a 6-foot fence. Foul poles are 50 feet tall and support our netting system that protects all of our fans. We've added a batter's eye that's 40 feet tall by 80 feet wide, which is about twice the size of the former one. And then the topper is our video board, which will be 26 by 15 tall and by ICG, and it's going to be a state-of-the-art video board, which will also have a scoreboard and just be the topper for our park.
And probably one of the greatest amenities that this park has that the old Cunningham Field did not, or Cunningham Park did not, was the lights.
2 things you need to have in your park to host a super regional, and the one is lights and the other is capacity. So we have 1,700 seats, which we can expand to 3,000 by adding seats onto the Churro Deck and on the hillside down the first base line. And then we've added 8 light poles from Musco that meet all the NCAA standards and specifications to host a regional.
It looks like it's more sunken in, safer. What else has changed?
There's obviously padding on the rails. We've made them larger for the athletes, more accessible. We've got camera wells for TV when we're on TV. We've added the ability for the coaches and team to access the sound system from the dugout, so they'll be able to listen to music pre-game and at practice like Coach Hill likes to do. It's all about the space in the dugout. It's quite large, but we think the guys will be great in here.
And does the opposing team dugout have any changes?
The only difference between the opposing team dugout and ours is there's a wheelchair lift for accessibility.
Where are we right now?
Well, we just walked through the mudroom where the players will take off their spikes before they walk into the team lounge. In the team lounge, we've got a study area where the guys will be able to do homework on their laptops. And then as we move into the lounge, we've got much more recreational type space. There will be soft furniture like couches and chairs in here, as well as a ping pong table. The ability for the guys to watch TV or watch film with the coaches. We've got it all hooked up so that they can do film review in here as a team or individually, just like the coaches' offices.
And when do you think these guys are going to have time to play ping pong?
Fair enough. Hopefully, between their studies and their baseball, there's not going to be a lot of time, but everybody needs to blow off some steam. So.
And now to our left here is a soft toss or batting cage underneath the bleachers. What is this?
Correct. So under Section 10, we were able to carve out enough space for a bat swing area so the guys can do tee work and soft toss underneath Section 10.
All right, so we are in the training room in here right now. Nothing's really in here yet. What will be in here?
So the athletic training room has a satellite space in Fowler Park, and that's what this will be. This will be comprised of a couple of taping and treatment tables, as well as an ice machine, basically game day support, some practice support if necessary, but really a satellite athletic training room.
No ice bath?
No ice bath.
Well, lucky guys. All right, so we're in the clubhouse now. Definitely a nicer clubhouse than most NCAA schools. What amenities are in here?
Well, there's 35 lockers. We've got showers and toilets like in a normal locker room, but Michelle, I think you're absolutely right. We've had some big leaguers come through here and just kind of gasp at how nice this locker room is. There are 35 lockers. We've got 4 catcher's lockers. It's such a great resource for the guys. They're going to be comfortable in here and finally have their own space. The one thing that we're going to have in here that's not currently in here is a feature that we're super excited about. There will be a light fixture above our heads right now that'll have a big SD logo on it. Probably going to get installed next week, so it won't be ready for opening day, but it's going to be another feature that'll help top off the locker room.
And do they get chairs?
They do, absolutely. We have padded chairs for each individual locker that'll say San Diego Baseball on it and give the guys what they need.
Okay, so we're in Coach Hill's office, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
And he gets 2 windows.
He does get 2 windows.
But the other coach's office get 1.
Yes, ma'am.
Does that have anything to do with anything, or?
It's just the way the space worked out in the building. We're super excited. Again, Coach Hill's office, Coach is Coach likes to have his paddle boards in the office, so we've built in some extra support in the room, so he'll be able to have his paddle boards and space to work with the athletes. Each coach has the ability to review game film with the athletes in these individual spaces, and it's about providing the resources that our coaches and team need to get the job done.
So this office replaces the office that he has in the sports center, right?
Yes, ma'am. The coaches will move out probably Thursday evening and move into here for the remainder of their stay.
Now, if Coach Hill happens to get tossed from the game, can he come in here and watch the rest of the game?
On the record, probably not, but I imagine we'll lower the curtains and find a space for him.
All right, so we're up here at the Churro Deck. Why did you guys put this in?
Multiple reasons, Michelle. First and foremost, for kids that are coming to the game, we wanted this to be a family-friendly facility. Baseball is not the most exciting sport for 3- and 4-year-olds, so this giving them the opportunity to go run around while their parents are enjoying the game and keeping an eye on them so they're safe. As I mentioned before, we're fully netted, so the kids will be able to play over here and be safe from foul balls.
Now, my understanding is that you guys can put seats here if necessary, correct?
Absolutely. So we can add 600 seats on top of the Churro Deck, which again helps us with our capacity, with our goal of hosting a regional and super regional someday.
Very cool.
The other amenity that the deck offers us is the ability to host receptions up here. We've got a beautiful view of Mission Bay from the Churro Deck, and so we think we're going to get a lot of use out of this space.
All right, so right now we're in the student section, which is section 10, right?
Yes, ma'am.
And how many seats are just in this little section alone?
There's 120 seats.
120. Well, our Toreros fans need to step it up a little bit then. And so all the way around, how many seats in total?
1,700 individual chairbacks.
And then plus the potential seating if we were to host a super regional?
Correct. There'd be another 1,300 on top of that to get us to 3,000 seats. So concourse level has our concessions area as well as a merchandise space, as well as restrooms, first aid, family room, family restroom on the concourse level. When you go up to the suite level, we have 2 radio booths, an operations area, and then a large suite area that is divisible into 2 individual suites.
And what kind of people are going to be sitting in those suites?
So on opening weekend, we'll have a reception for Ron Fowler up there on Friday night, and then Saturday night we'll have a reception for John Cunningham.
Okay, and that brings me to probably the main point of Fowler Park. Who is Ron Fowler, and why do we name it Fowler Park?
Well, Ron Fowler is an amazing supporter of Torero athletics and the University of San Diego in general. He's been a great partner for us, both as a university and as an athletic department, in getting this facility done. He is passionate about student athletes and students in general, and what we feel is this ballpark is naming it after him as an honor that he deserved for his passion and his support.
All right, Josh, my understanding is that there was supposed to be a feel when you walk in to Fowler Park that you never lose sight of the field once you walk in. What is that about?
Well, it's about Kai Snyder, Michelle. Very simply, passionate about ensuring that our guests and our fans don't lose sight of the field at any time after they've entered the gates. And that's true from when you enter on the McGee family entry deck all the way through the concourse and to the Churro Deck. You can always see the action on the field from wherever you are in Fowler Park.
Thank you very much for joining us. I really appreciate you taking us around, and I know that our Churro fans appreciate it as well.
My pleasure, Michelle. Thank you.
All right, Churro fans, the first pitch is at 7 p.m. on Friday against the San Diego State Aztecs. Make sure you guys get your tickets because I hear it's sold out. I'm Michelle Rubin for USDChurros.com. Don't miss the first ever game at Fowler Park.